Here we go. All right. Well, hey, everybody. This is Cleta Colson-Eyre. It is March the 31st, 2025, and we are finishing up our magnificent miracle making month of March. That's what we're claiming. I don't care what it looks like right this second. By midnight Central Time, we're going to say, wow, that was a magnificent miracle month of March. I'm so glad I didn't go to bed and just see what happens. Okay. So I'm going to bring on some sales directors here tonight to give some tips on some things you can do tonight. If you're watching this on March 31st, my time is 8 o'clock. So that's 5 hours. That's a long time to get a lot of stuff done, right? So think about your night people friends. So we're not going to keep you real long on here because we've got things to do. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up Maureen first. And Maureen actually went to the Columbus Career Conference. So Maureen, you can share something from there. You can give us a tip, whatever you would like to give. So you guys get your pen and paper out and y'all can get some ideas of something to do tonight when you get off the phone. All right, Maureen, take it away. You're muted.
Okay. As if
There
I
you
don't
go.
know where the microphone is.
That's all
right.
right.
So anyway, what I prepared to share tonight is just a text. It's not just a text, it's a text that you can send all your customers, your best 10 customers, however you want to do it. When I think about expanding my business and growing my business and trying to cross the finish line for a goal that I have to think to myself, would this be interesting to me? So I came up with this and I'll put it into Cheetah Nation later and or like right away. And it's just a text. So what it says is, hey, Cleta, I'm going for a big goal tonight and having some fun along the way. Are you running low on any must-haves like your oil for eye makeup remover, your mascara, your go-to moisturizer, or any beauty faves that keep you feeling confident and glowing? Grab one tonight and get in on the free product giveaway. And in the text, it's got a little star and it says 10 orders equals one winner. 20 orders equals 3 winners. And then it says bonus for every $50 you spend, you get $10 in Mary Kay cash to use in April, just like Kohl's cash, but even better, right? And then it says, here's the fun part. Can you think of 3 people that you could text in the next 15 minutes to see if they're running low on any beauty must-haves? You can share this entire text with them to make it easy. This sale ends at midnight, so let's make it happen. 1 extra entry, share this with a friend who likes to shop too. And that's got my name, my phone number, and my personal website link. So I'm going to drop that into Cheetah Nation and you can use this immediately and text, like I said, your best 5 customers. You could text your whole PCP list. You could put it in your Facebook group. But the point is that if you get 10 orders, you got 1 winner. Winning what? Winning whatever you want. Maybe you've got a cool discontinued product that you can't sell anymore. You put it's $18 whatever retail, and that's your winner. If you get 20 orders, you pull for 3. Maybe it's a hand cream, maybe it's a mint bliss, maybe it's whatever you'd like, but it just says winners. It's not real specific. But the bonus is like kind of like everybody loves Kohl's cash. So when you say it, for every 50 you spend, you get $10 to spend in April. So that kind of makes sure that what are you going to lose on that? $5. Big deal. Nobody's going to buy $10 for this stuff. They're going to buy more in April and use the $10 off the order. And bonus, then you say, can you think of 3 people right now? They can think of at least 3, maybe even just 1, that they text the whole thing, make it super simple. All your information is on it. And maybe they're like, oh, well, who is this person? And they look and all your information at the bottom and they go right to your, you never know. You never know what could happen.
I love
So
it.
that's what I
I
got.
love it. Thank
I'll
you.
share about career conference, but I'll tell you this in a nutshell. It's all about connections and relationships. I was writing in and that's what I got from it in a whole. There's a ton of great information, but what I got from it in a whole is that we can continue to learn and shape our Mary Kay business to make it fit us for Mary Kay Ash's dream to enrich women's lives. But you know what it is? It's all about relationships, and the relationships that we have with our unit and our consultants and our our great customers and the customers we haven't met yet and the people we meet on the street. And the product is just the vehicle. It's just the vehicle in order to get in relationship with somebody to make their day, to enrich their life for Mary Kay Ash's dream. So that's what I got it in a nutshell from all the speaking, plus some other great nuts and bolts kind of information I can share another time. But that's really the takeaway from that career conference.
All right. I love it. And you know what? It's funny. Once you make friends in Mary Kay, how do you make friends in Mary Kay? By going to stuff. Like if you, of course, I'm telling y'all are watching. But if you've never ever attended anything in person, you got to, because that's how you really get to know somebody. And so when I saw my friend Maureen over there with Holly, I'm like, what am I doing at the house? I could have just spent the money and gone. I didn't even think about it. But anyway, next year I'll do better. I really didn't realize you were going the same one as Holly. And so,
Oh,
but the great thing is we have internet and we can go back and watch some of the speeches. So you're so right, Maureen. And thank you for sharing that text as well. Golden, golden, you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, Cheetah Nation is our Facebook group. And you just go to facebook.com/groups/Cheetah Nation and then request to be added. Make sure you fill out the little form that says you're a beauty consultant. Okay. All right. Thanks, girl.
you're
Here we
welcome.
go. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I was trying to remove you not from the whole Zoom, but from the thing. Okay. Next, I'm going to pull up Latrice and she is going to share with us, Latrice, from Glen Allen, Mississippi, Cadillac director.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Maureen. That was a great idea. So, this is something that really was mentioned a lot, I think, at Career Conference. It's your voice text, y'all, not the text message you type out, your voice on text. So, an idea is voice text your customers. And again, like Maureen said, asking them about reorders, but also make sure you're offering them the deals, the monthly deals. If you offer that for every $50 purchase, you get this item half off. And I don't want to take up anybody else's idea, but I think going live in your group tonight, and y'all, it's all about, Maureen said, connections. People want to see you and they want to hear your voice. So both of those, I know it's not really an idea, so to speak, other than the deals, offering the deals, but you personally going live and you personally sending voice text and letting them know it's a big dog deal tonight. So there you go.
It's a big hairy dog deal.
It is.
And you know what? That was a good idea because I thought that's exactly what I'm going to do when I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go to my customer group and I'm going to say, hey, you guys, I just want to explain about this $20 deal. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Miss Gail, are you ready? I'm going to spotlight you.
Here we go. Well, first, I just want to say congratulations to Cleta for being #2 at Her Career Conference. A round of applause.
Thank you.
Yay,
Thank
it's
you.
so exciting. That's so exciting. I actually did the virtual, so I was at Allen, Texas, but stayed right here in Allen Park. And it was great. It was just great. But I wanted to share two ideas. The first one is a selling idea that I learned. And this is what and it's using the skin analyzer, which, is, every customer that we meet now, it's the new form of pre-profiling her. Like that's like something that's how she's vetted. Please do your your skin analyzer before we get together. So I understand the skin analyzer was recently updated. Not sure when, but I understand that it was. And so with my customers this evening, I'm going to shoot a text out that say, before you go to bed at night, after you wash your face, do a skin analyzer update scan. Please text it to me. And when she does that, I'll say, what do you need from this scan that you've not used yet? And what's the second thing you need? And what's the third thing you need? If money were no, if budget says you can only get one, which one do you want to get? Right? And because we're not out there to be money grab, but we're just saying these are the next three things because they want to get them all if they haven't already. And then I wait for her to do that. If she says, I'm just going to get one, say, great. you qualify for the buy one, get one half price. So girlfriend, I'm giving you something special because I have a big goal to wrap it up this evening. The second idea I have is for recruiting, because we know at every single appointment, we just need to ask at the end, have you ever thought about being a Mary Kay Beauty consultant and joining my team? It's just, she just saw you flip a chart, read, and squirt stuff in trays. And every time I do that, someone says, well, yeah, I can see myself doing that. I'll say, okay, would you like me to send you the app right now? Or can we follow up with a call tomorrow? Right? Right now, if you do it, it's a $20 decision right now. Oh, so the mistake that I learned the hard way was have it ready to roll. Have the link as a hotkey in my cell phone to go, boom, here you go. Go ahead, sign up right now. We'll get you started. Those are my two ideas.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. And you look so beautiful. I appreciate that.
Thank
I
you.
watched a lot of Allen, Texas too. So we all kind of went with Latrice Mahalik to, her career conference. We watched her on stage. Okay, Connie, are you ready to share?
I am. Okay, so, well, they took some of my ideas. But one of the things that I learned at Career Conference that I thought was a brilliant idea was to, especially if you guys haven't been terribly active, or you haven't been doing a lot of parties. So what this one director said she has started doing are virtual power starts. And she does the virtual power start by asking her customers to download the Skin Analyzer app. So each time, so what she does, she just calls at least enough people and gets 30 of them every single month to download the Skin Analyzer app. And so for people who've done it in the past, you can use the terminology. I understand that Mary Kay has just updated this app, so please rescan your face, send me the results. And then when they send the results, then she starts encouraging them to download the Mirror Me app. And then that way they can start looking at some of the colors, looking at foundations, in order to get their flawless finish that they are looking for. And so let's see. Oh, and she says what she says to them is, I'm in a challenge to do 30 faces this month, so you can help me by doing the Skin Analyzer app. And by doing so, would you be willing to share your opinion about the app and their updates with me? And then, of course, when they send the products that it recommends, then you talk to them about the products that you want to do. So for tonight, maybe, reach out to some of your customers. I will tell you, I just got off the phone with one of my customers. So I've been looking at I want to bolster the wholesale. And so to bolster your wholesale, one thing you can do is you can do customer delivery orders. And so you can get your customers. So look at the customers that don't live around you that you want to do customer delivery service orders with. And then that way you can get those orders in, and that counts towards your, if you're working towards your power up price, that counts towards your 700. To get you up there. And just like what Latrice said about the monthly deal sheet, I use the monthly deals every single month. And for the month of March, because it was such a big, audacious month, Miracle March, I actually offered my customers double deals. So for every 50 they spent, they could pick 2 items off of the sheet. So I would say for tonight, you could do that, especially if you're really trying to get to your 700 and maybe you've got a ways to go. That's a really easy way to get, your wholesale up there.
Absolutely. I love that. And let me show y'all something. I think just in case you're kind of new, can everybody see my phone? I know y'all got to be impressed that I'm doing this like this, right? Okay. So I have the Skin Analyzer. This is it right here. Hang on just a minute. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. And then the Mirror Me app, well, they updated both of them lately, so I guess I got to redo them here. They're coming. But I just wanted you to see what they look like. And I think that is a great idea, Connie, is to say, we could even say we want to do 30 scans. I just want 30 people to scan their face and send me the results. Because y'all know, even yourself, and I think the first one needs to be your own face. You got to scan your own face so you'll know. So here's the Skin Analyzer app. That's what it looks like. So you can log on in. Here we go. And I'm going to say I'm a beauty consultant because, well, I am. Okay, because this is what you can do as well. All right, and then you're going to put in your password. What is my password? That's so great. Okay,
Want
great.
to try mine?
I got it. I got it. Here we go. You know how you have to change all your stuff all the time. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you how it looks right here. I don't think I'm not sure I can take a picture like this. We'll see. Maybe I can. Let's
I'm
begin.
impressed you can put your phone on Zoom. I didn't even know
Right.
how to do
So
that.
normally you would just click female right here, and then you would put what kind of skin that you have, normal, dry, oily. So let's say mine's oily. I mean, mine's normal. And then my phone is mirroring to my computer, so I can't do it. But normally I would just put my face right there and I would scan it. Let's see if I can do it from right here. Possibly. Okay. Whoops, try again. Hang on. Oh, that was an awful picture. We're going to let it do it anyway, y'all. This is raw. Okay. Hang on. Here we go. I'm going to show you all the results here. Okay, so I took my picture. Of course, it was real quick with all my makeup on and everything. And so this is how it looks. Like you can see the uneven skin tone, low texture, eyes, wrinkles. Rude. Okay,
Oh.
so then why do they want to say I got so many wrinkles? So then if I click on the wrinkle one, there's that lovely face I just did real quick, okay? Which it does help to have like good lighting and take your makeup off. But if you can see this, you see all the, oh, you know what? They're putting all this hair as wrinkles. Thank you, Mary Kay. All right, so tell them to put your hair back. But you see anywhere there's a wrinkle, they have a purple line. Can y'all see that? And then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just click more information. All right. And then what it's going to say, these are some items that Sister Girl would need to help her little wrinkled face. Okay. So the repair set, thank you. I use that. The renewal, eye renewal, the deep wrinkle, the revealing radiance, the biocellulose mask, the lifting serum. And this is the order that you would use stuff in, clinical solutions. And then, of course, all the boosters and the retinol. Okay. So then I can go back and say, well, what about for the uneven skin tone? So it kind of showed where the uneven skin tone could be. And then you can click on that. I'm just showing y'all kind of how it works. And so if I was a customer, I can look at it and go, well, I'm going to add that to the bag. I'm just going to click on it, add it right to the bag. That's something. And then right up here, you see there's a number that shows that that's in my little cart. All right. So on every single thing that's on here, it's going to show the scan, what it is. You can click on more. And the reason I'm showing you this, because you may want to tell your customers how to work it. Okay. So then there's the eye scan, the products that I would need for my eyes. And then it has my whole regimen. So this would be the customized regimen and the order that I would be using it. And it tells when to use it, day and night, and all the special stuff. Okay. And then they can buy all or a little bit. Then share the results. So then they can click on share the results. And this is what you're going to have them do. They're going to share the results to you, the beauty consultant, so that you can get her thing. So I'm just going to message it to myself. Okay. How about let me just put my phone number in here. Whoop. Okay. And I'm going to send it. So now, you guys, I can just get out of this. Well, so I've sent it to myself, and that's what she'll send it to you. Okay. But then she can also save her results right here. And then if you look up here, it's all kind of stuff, how it works, what to expect, and all the little things, how to scan your face. You know, it has everything you need to know. Okay. So that's one of the things. Let me get out of that on here and just show you one more quick thing. Okay, so then the text message that you're going to get from your customer is going to look like this. She's going to text it to you and you can click on it. It's long and skinny, but this is going to be all the stuff that's recommended for that customer. All right, so then you can screenshot that, save it on your phone, and then you can help recommend some of this stuff. Okay? Okay. There you go. That's how you use Skin Analyzer app. And the Mirror Me app is very similar to that. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that, you guys. Okay, my tip is this, and I did this for my unit, and but consultants, you can do this too, because some of the people, especially let's say you came in my unit, but you were, maybe you were in before and you recruited a bunch of people, but they never were in my unit. Okay, so I sent a text out this morning, 2 texts, but one of the texts for the former beauty consultants. This is what I said, and we got 4 recruits already. Okay, this is exactly what I said. Okay. Hang on, I have a lot of stuff in here before this gal that just signed up. Okay, I said, hey, so it was like to Connie. I'll say, hey, Connie, it's Cleta. Since you were in Mary Kay before, I wanted to let you know that today, March 31st, is the last day to sign back up for only $20. And then I put eStart in quotations. You can sign back up under your former recruiter or me if she's not in anymore. I said this to my unit members, you guys, and I always try to sign people back up under the person who recruited them if they're still in, right? Or unless she says, no, Cleta, I'm not going to order but once a year, so I'm not going to be able to keep her anyway. You go ahead and have her, then we'll do that. Anyway, okay, I said, we would love to have you back, even if it's personal use. If you sign and do an active order today, $225 wholesale or more, I will reimburse you the shipping. That was my special I'm doing just for today only. Just text me back and I'll send you the link. Or if you prefer not to be contacted, just text me back, stop. Y'all, that don't hurt my feelings if somebody texts me back, stop. I had 3 people text me, stop. And one person said, I don't know you, dude. I said, okay, sorry. And I made sure I put do not message. Okay. People change their phone numbers. You never know. And then I said, also, you might just want a book and to be a customer. That's fine too. Just let me know. Love, Cleta, Mary Kay Director. And so from that, we have signed 3 people up already. I mean, 4 in the last couple hours. And they're super excited. And so that is what, and Katrina, one of them's on here tonight, Katrina. And so if you have some former team members that you want to follow up with, if you're in my unit, you might want to, even though I sent it, you might want to do the same and go, you might have heard from Cleta because she may or may not have. Like her number may not be good anymore. It might be like one of that, I don't know you do. But anyway, and the funny thing is when I text everybody, I meant to say, hey, like, hey, Katrina, but I accidentally put their last name. So it was like I was texting everybody saying, hey, Frazier, da, 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 da. And I'm like, great. So then I had to go back and send another text to 162 people and say, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say this. But we got some good communication out of it. Y'all, you know what I said about not trying to be perfect? You don't have to not try to be perfect. You're just not going to be, right? So that's one of the things I offer just for today, just to remind them about the deal and that if they did come in and go ahead and order, and I'm telling you this for those of you that have a goal to get maybe in DIQ or Red Jacket, whatever, offer a little deal if they sign and do an order that you'll give them their shipping back. And I just say, just let me know how you want your shipping back, like Venmo, Cash App, or I'll mail you a check. One gal, she wanted some free product instead. So I sent her free product. So what, that's my tip for the day as far as recruiting. And I plan on just following up with everybody that I have talked to and say, hey, I wanted to tell you about a deal. Not only is it only 20, but if you place an order today, you get shipping back from me. Okay. So that's what
Cleta,
I
may
got.
I ask a quick question about that?
Sure.
Because I know that they were going to change the way Mary Kay processed those online agreements, and they were going to make phone calls.
They don't. That people put that, and that's not true. It says they will contact them by phone, which means they text them.
Okay, so that's what they
don't call.
did. So will that still happen even though they're closed technically?
Even though that what?
So even though it's this late, like as people are.
Yeah, it's just the automatic text. It's what it was before they changed it. It went back to that.
Okay.
Katrina, can you unmute a minute and let me ask you a question?
Thank you.
Katrina? She was on here.
I'm here, Cleta.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Katrina just
Yes.
signed up like 30 minutes ago. Katrina,
Yes.
when you signed up, Mary Kay just changed the way they do a couple things. Did you put your information in and then they text you a code or
If they fast for 24 hours. Yes.
Okay. So can you say that again?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, I heard yes, but that is what they did. Okay. All right.
Yes.
That's it. That's all it needs. So they're just going to text them a code. So they just have to have a valid phone number. And what's happened, y'all, is there's been a lot of scammers. Y'all know, don't you get so sick of scammers? There's been a lot of scammers that have gone to people's personal websites and just signed up and then did
Oh,
an
no.
order and sent it to who knows what, an empty parking lot. And then, like we've seen it, all of us, some of us directors have experienced it. And so they're just trying to make sure it is a legitimate person. Okay, so that's how that works. All right. Any questions before we close on out? Okay, everybody's look, I got things to do. I'm so proud of y'all. I can't wait to see next week. We'll do all about April, but I can't wait to see what y'all accomplished between 8:30 Eastern time and 1 a.m. because lots can be done in the next few hours. So if you're in my unit, I'm gonna be up. Don't be afraid to call me. Let's get on the phone and let's get some things done. Thank you, directors, for helping me tonight. Super appreciate you. And happy month end. All right. Bye, everybody.